So good morning, everybody. My name is Laura Moore, and today we'll be discussing the JAA Technical Guide and how you can use this handy document for your business. In this workshop, we'll be discussing the different elements of the guide briefly and then show you how you can access the guide. The JAA Technical Guide was built over many years and developed by industry experts to provide JAA members with all a handy guide on all types of jewellery products. I might just pause there. If somebody can, everyone can please mute themselves. Got some background noise and it might just be a little bit distracting to listen to. Thank you all so much. The guide goes through jewellery terminology, calculators, specific product references, and is a very useful tool to ensure that you and your team can confidently discuss different jewellery elements with your customers. The technical guide sets standards and quality guidelines for jewellery manufacture and retail and is referred to in the JAA Code of Conduct, which all members are signatories of. The technical guide is a 62-page document that is available for you via the JAA website. It can be downloaded for use on a local device or can be printed as a reference for your workshop or office. Because the guide is incredibly comprehensive, we'll only go over a couple of the top line elements of it today. So the guide includes precious metals, diamonds, including shape guides and natural diamond alternatives, coloured gemstones, including pearls, opals, and coloured groupings, jewellery product knowledge, which includes types of jewellery like chains and findings, watches and clocks, including the water resistance table, jewellery production methods, including lost wax casting and CAD/CAM, and basic jewellery skills. We'll now go through briefly each of the sections to give you a snapshot of the elements included in the guide. The precious metals section of the technical guide gives a comprehensive breakdown of each of the commonly used precious metals in the jewellery industry. The guide discusses gold, silver, platinum, rhodium, palladium, and ruthenium. In the gold section, you'll find a number of facts about gold. The metal specifications can come in handy not only when manufacturing in gold, but also when selling in gold, as the information goes through the benefits and properties of the metal. You'll also find the Australian standards for gold, carat stamps, and commonly used stamps around the world. The white metals are also covered in the guide with each of their own unique Australian standard stamps included. Each metal described in the guide has facts and information about the metal qualities and specifics of its white colour. When manufacturing using the described precious metals, the specific gravity chart will give you the conversions to gauge weight when certain carats are converted. This chart and examples of how to use it are inside the technical guide on page 6. The diamond section is extensive and includes some commonly known facts about diamonds, but in a format and provided by experts that you can be confident in when sharing this information with your clients. The diamond section also includes specifics of synthetic and lab-grown diamonds, including treatments and fracture filling, laser drilling, and also diamond imitations. The diamond section will also provide a list of diamond labs from around the world and laser inscription requirements. Another helpful section within this chapter is a list of elements which should be included in a diamond grading certificate. For many of you, much of this information will be known and used regularly. However, for new staff or when needing to know the acceptable standards and terminology, this diamond section is very important to read through and understand. A useful chapter, especially at the moment with the significant trend of coloured stones being used in jewellery at the moment, is chapter 3, which is coloured gemstones. Inside, you'll find 11 pages of coloured stones, properties, and all listed alphabetically. A list of gemstones also grouped into colour and the hardness table to assist with wearability. The chart includes and shows images of the commonly used gemstones in jewellery, which is helpful when staff need to identify stock items, product ranges from suppliers, and stones in customers' own jewellery. Within section 3, you'll find information on pearls: natural, cultured, acquoia, white South Sea pearls, and black and gold South Sea pearls, freshwater pearls, Keisha pearls, biwa, I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, and also imitation pearls. When looking to purchase pearls, the technical guide offers advice as to how to judge the quality of pearl strands. And a bit like the 4 C's of diamonds, there are 5 physical characteristics of pearls that are used to grade them: the luster or orient, surface blemishes, shape, colour, and size. These 5 characteristics are all detailed in the guide and what to look for. Describing the play of colour and light theory for opals, this section within Chapter 3 also discusses all the types of opals available. Satisfying the need for customers to know the origins of the elements of jewellery, the guide shows each opal type's mind and where their locations are. Like pearls and diamonds, opals have their own properties which determine their value, and these are described in the guide, along with imitation opals and opal treatments. Part of Chapter 3 also includes the care and treatment required of gemstones. In the technical guide, you'll have a resource that highlights the types of elements that are harmful to gemstones, including light and heat and chemicals. Advice to avoid exposing your gemstones to these elements is included in the guide. Caution must also apply when using ultrasonics to clean jewellery with gemstones, and the technical guide lists the types of gemstones that should not be placed in the ultrasonic. Cleaning tips and storage advice that your business can share with your customers is also provided on page 32 and 33 of the guide. Ready to be built into your own branding is in the technical guide. They share the birthstones and the commonly used wedding anniversary stones. So these can be taken from the guide and put into your own style. Chapter 4 of the JAA Technical Guide goes through jewellery knowledge. This section is also extensive and gives examples of different categories of jewellery. Starting with historical periods of jewellery, as in retro and art deco, this section then goes into the description of rings, earrings, chain, necklaces, findings, and engravings and finishes. The jewellery knowledge section is an absolute must chapter for all staff who work in your business. Having the correct knowledge and terminology about your products when serving customers will give them confidence in what you sell and also the quality of your products. This guide shows simple diagrams of each types of product and the different variations of each. Within rings, you can see diagrams of shank types, claw types, different settings, profiles, all of which can then be applied to different designs and product types. The earring page has clear diagrams showing the names of different types of earring designs. Similarly, the chains page shows clear diagrams of chain types, and each is named for reference. The start of this section also provides standard lengths for necklace types, such as collars and chokers. The information on necklaces shows necklace types and names, and also goes through examples of bail styles and pendant types. Descriptions on finding types is also found in Chapter 4, which gives your team a great example of different types of findings for earrings, necklaces, chains, studs, brooches, clasps, hooks, and cufflinks. The following pages shows engraving types and also finishes for precious metals. Both pages are handy references and can allow your team to communicate effectively with suppliers and jewelers when requesting product types and repairs. Along with jewellery-related materials, the JAA Technical Guide includes a section on watches and clocks, starting with a comprehensive glossary of terms relating to the category, such as carousel watches or skeleton watches. This section also provides a breakdown of quartz and mechanical watches with the diagrams of them both working. A handy guide for watch parts names is included, which includes a helpful image to assist you to sell and replace any elements of the watch. And the last part of the guide for watches and clocks is the water resistance guide. Traditional and modern jewellery production techniques are covered in the JAA Technical Guide, and all techniques are described using steps and images to show the process. Techniques covered are traditional bench manufacturing, lost wax casting, laser welding, laser engraving, and CAD-CAM. Understanding the different levels of plated metals is important when selling items, as it can be relevant to your product quality guarantee and the Australian standards. So in this next section of the technical guide, the JA covers rolled gold, decorative plating, silver rhodium, and gold plating. The final section of the JA Technical Guide covers basic jewellery knowledge, including how to use a jewellery loop with step-by-step directions, a finger size comparison chart, and jewellery cleaning and care information. The technical guide in full can be downloaded as a PDF from the JA website and is available to everybody to access. It's a wonderful document that is a great way to train new staff and upskill existing ones. The knowledge included can assist your staff and your business sell more and increase confidence in your customer. Thank you everybody for coming along. We appreciate your time and hope the presentation has assisted you in understanding more about the technical guide. Are there any questions that we can help you with today before we move on? Please feel free to unmute yourself or put a question in your in the chat screen.
Hi Laura, can you hear me?
Hi, yes I can. How are you?
Okay, good, thanks. Maz here from Melbourne Jewelers. Thank you very much for the presentation. It was very helpful.
Thank you.
Just wanted to ask, is there a printed copy available that we can request, purchase?
Yeah, there currently isn't, but if it's something that the that members and non-members would like to have a look at, then we can certainly look into it because it is quite a beefy document. Next year, we are looking at breaking it down a little bit to be available in sections because it is so large. So yeah, let us know if that's something that you would like to look at, and we can certainly look into it for you.
Yeah, definitely. I think a colored printed copy, professionally printed and binded would be very helpful. Just keep it handy in the store.
Yeah, absolutely. Great feedback. Thank you.
Thank you.